Welcome to another episode of the Metal Banger Bible blah blah. This week I'll be speaking with Marcin Werner, who is the frontman and vocalist of the Polish new hardcore band Violent Answer.
Holy shit, you've got the merchant.
Yeah.
Sick.
How would you describe the Violent Answer sound?
Besides Alpha Wolf, we get a lot of Knocks Loose, probably because of the vocals,
Yeah.
and probably because our music sounds quite raw. I think we don't have any samples and stuff, and we remain like more hardcore-ish in this whole genre, where there's a lot of sample, ambience, cleans, and stuff like that. We are just going full throttle. So maybe not some of Knocked Loose. I don't know, fam. Like there's a lot of bands in this genre and new hardcore wave. It's not even maybe a genre. It's like just a wave of some styles and kind of like there's like a vibe in common of them.
I'm talking when you're like a teenager, so from like 13 onwards. Who are you listening to at that point?
Yeah, you got it already. So I got into heavy music by listening to Linkin Park.
Yeah,
I remember when I didn't even have any like CD or something like that. I just got a mixtape from some IT guy from my mom's work, just a mixtape, the best of, and I was listening and it just blew my mind when I was a kid. I remember that I was listening to this whole mixtape, and soon after, just right after, there was released a Minutes to Midnight album, the third one, and I remember listening to Given Up. 18-second scream just blew my mind right away. So yeah, and I remember when I was just a kid and I was screaming out loud trying to match it, and that really pushed me to listening more music. And there were so heavy tracks out there. I think like No One to Sorrow. I discovered bands like Slipknot, Korn, maybe System of a Down, Deftones, the whole new area stuff, and I just fell in love with it. And you know, it was a cool entry to the stuff we listen now. And I remember after that, when I got a little older, I listened to a lot of I discovered basically metalcore.
Yeah.
And I discovered metalcore thanks to Bring Me the Horizon's Sempiternal album, just because he sounds quite like Chester Bennington, and he even admitted it once on an interview. So that's how I got into it.
I do nothing, but I show you what you are. You may not want to hear what I say. You've been listening so far, mistaken, confused, convicted, and yes, miserable, exhausted, and drained. So if you can see the pain,
It was like the hardest song to sing. Maybe not the hardest, but I think it's got like the most techniques, and right now a lot of people got attention to how the technical aspects of the music.
Yeah.
And a lot of people likes to analyze those stuff. Just like with guitars, I think you can do the same with vocals, and there are some interesting aspects to it. So maybe the hardest one to sing is like No One to Follow, just because it's damn fast. But Intoxicated is like my favorite because I think it's quite interesting.
You mentioned about the stuff that you grew up listening to, and not everyone is a fan of that music, and even metalcore, death metal, like it's not for everyone. Let's be real. That's why you don't find it on the mainstream as much. But what drew you to that type of music? What was it that stood out that you think resonates with you and makes you like a fan of that genre of music?
I think the emotionality part of it, like I think that the heavy music is like very emotional, and and it stretches you out in a completely different way than other types of music. So yeah, I think if someone's got a certain mindset, this music is kind of very relaxing in a way. I remember when our drummer said that he loves to beat the shit out of his drums because he feels just so eased out after the rehearsal and something like that. And also my father, who's a huge metalhead,
Okay.
he once said that classical music pisses him off so hard. When he hears piano, he's just pissed off. But when he listens to stuff like Shadow of Intent, it's lovely. It's one of his favorite bands. So I think that the heavy tone and the whole emotional aspects of the music is what speaks to me, rather than the tone and the instruments part. You know, I think that what's hiding beneath is the stuff. So yeah, I just love to listen to it. I'm never getting bored of it. That's the second thing, I think, because there are a lot of bands from a rock genre and pop that I kind of like to listen.
Yeah.
But when it comes to metal albums, I don't think I have a like an album that I got bored and that I wouldn't like to come back to. I always appreciate all the stuff that I enjoyed in the past. So. And I always like to return to bands that I listened like a few years ago so yeah, I think that's the thing about the whole heavy aspect of the music.
You're watching the reaction, somebody reacting to your song that you've created, and you're obviously very proud and passionate about that. What does that feel like?
I think what's really cool about the reaction videos is like it's a great way to, I think, connect with someone through the internet, and just to see someone listening to our music and to see basically how he reacts, but how people likes it. So yeah, I think Kim was kind of sleepy in his video. He reacted like at a 5 at night or something.
Brian got to stop, baby.
But yeah, there were a few reaction videos we really love to watch, to see the energy of people and to see them headbang and jam it and just say a few kind words to us. So yeah, it's always kind of uplifting for us, I think. And right now, especially right now, when we just can't connect to fans, right, to see someone on a live show just headbang into it, then seeing a dude on the YouTube is just mental for us, you know.
But I've heard that because of COVID, you guys haven't actually had the opportunity to play live yet. Is that right?
Yeah, we actually never played as a band. We played in our previous bands, but as a volunteer, there was actually not a single show. And we have one scheduled quite soon, but I think it's gonna be just pushed to another date. And so or maybe cancelled, I don't know. But yeah, we actually never played, so just releasing such videos like playthroughs or seeing reaction videos and reading all comments and stuff like that is just all we can do, and we're just trying to get as much of joy from it as we can, you know. Well, first of all, we love all many Polish bands. So there's a lot of great Polish bands. So just playing in our country with many other bands just already looks awesome, because there's a lot of great sounding bands that really works on production and sounds really great. So yeah, that'll be probably our first step. But if we look like future goals, who knows, maybe we're fans of many different stuff, so maybe like playing with Alpha Wolf.
Say it to my face, but it did too great. I thought I told you motherfuckers how to play. Say, oh, like a better pill. And it's a bad taste when you burn.
Or maybe Justice for the Damned. would be lovely because we love those bands. And I don't know, maybe Emmure. If it get even maybe higher, like maybe Attila would be quite also.
So Violent Answer with EMMURE, Attila, and Alpha Wolf. If you give me 5 bands that you've got to pick 5
dream
bands,
come true.
Mate, that's very fucking close to what I would pick as like my ideal lineup right now. You mentioned EMMURE, so they're a band that are quite polarizing. What are some of your favorite EMMURE and Attila tracks?
Fuck.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like EMMURE, I think it's got like 4 hours of discography. So yeah. Smokey is like one of the heaviest from them. The simplicity of it, and the ending part is just like it's not just like a simple breakdown, that there's something to it, I think. But this whole Look at Yourself album is just ripped right through. If it comes to Attila, I think probably something from Guilty Pleasure. That's probably my favorite album. I even got the shirt of it, so I don't know which song though. Well, but you said that a lot of people hate those bands, and I think there's some kind of similarity, like with the Limp Bizkit stuff. Yeah, because those bands just have like a polarizing frontmans.
Very true. Yeah,
they talk a lot of shit and stupid stuff, and they kind of polarizing. So maybe because of the frontman stuff, and if it comes to lyrics, Attila like is full on shit talking and so stupid fun lyrics, and some people just can't get through them. And if it comes to EMMURE, there's right now I think their lyrics are kind of more toned down, but they used to have like also stupid lyrics, like I watch you suck his dick and stuff like that. Yeah. I think
it puts a lot of pressure on you as a front man, knowing that depending on how you come across, Franz is a bit of a different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the one thing I say about people like him, right, is that he's polarizing, but you can't argue with the fact that Attila are good. Like they're not shit. They're not a shit band. Even if it's not for you, he's got his own clothing line, which does really well. He's got an OnlyFans. He does whatever with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So the guy's not doing badly for himself.
Yeah, it's definitely like a successful band. Just someone may not like them just because of his actions and his lyrics, but you can choose what to listen to. So fuck off.
That's the route you've got to go down.
Not really. Maybe that's too hard. That's too hard. That's too much to wish for. If it comes to the writing of the lyrics and vocals, like when we were listening to our demo versions of our songs, which were recorded before. With MIDI drums and stuff like that, just the demos. We were just thinking, what vibes are we feeling with them? Like, what topics should we like get on certain songs? So yeah, that was something that we discussed like together, and we've got ideas for probably like most of the songs were just got together, and then I just. Remember just staying at home and writing songs one after another, and I like to just plug in a song and like stay to late at night writing like almost whole songs at one night. If it comes to me, I'm just writing the hell out of it. So it came out pretty fast if it comes to the lyrics, and then I usually just plug in the microphone and record some demos. And I think that I even and even used some of the old recordings from the demos on the actual EP, and somewhere re-recorded, and somewhere so good at the first versions that I just copied and pasted them. So yeah, it went pretty fast, and I think I like to work this way, that I just write a song right away, then record a demo, and then just leave it, record the clean versions of the songs with the real drums, then come back to it, check what should I add, what should I change, and we've got a song there. That was basically it. So, but it was quite kind of great that I've got a free range to write some vocals. And if it comes to guitars, it was quite the same, that when Philip, our lead guitarist, were writing like the first demos, we weren't even talking about what should he do, or like you should do like this breakdown or this riff. He had like a free range and just recorded what he had like in his mind at the time. So that was kind of great, that we had like no arguing at all, and everything that each one of us put out and thought of was like the exact shot we wanted. We're working on some new stuff for the future releases, and right now I think we're more picky about the songs, and we've got like few ideas. We had like few ideas before even thinking of the songs, like should we do like a blast style song, should we do like a beat downy breakdown. So we've got few thoughts. We're kind of agreeing about the style, and I think that even with the new songs we kind of kept the style going, so it's kind of similar to the first our first EP, our new songs. So there's really nothing to argue and to filter about it. So
when is the new material likely to see the light of day?
Holy shit, that's a great question, because I don't know how long the new release is gonna be. Like, we're just writing some new songs and checking out some ideas. We'd love to release it like still in this year, but maybe you heard it, but the self-titled EP was recorded like before even COVID, so it was kind of easier for us to do it. But so I've got really no idea if it's gonna work out in this year, but we'd love to get it on this year.
Single.
And
you got to give us something. You got to give us something this year.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. We already have some songs completed like fully, so
yeah.
So maybe it's gonna hit you in this year.
Oh mate, I'm genuinely looking forward to that, and like I said, like I really enjoyed the self-titled EP as an introduction to the band. Talk to me about it. What has the reception been like on the whole?
I think that the reception was absolutely great, absolutely lovely. And sadly, the only way we could get this reception was just by reading and comments or messages. But anyways, it was really great to hear from people. And we're reading like all the comments and all the press and all the DMs. If someone writes to us, you can always talk with us. We're always open to talk with you, like about our stuff, about the songs you like, maybe what's your ideas for us.
Okay.
We're always open for a nice talk. So the people who came to us and wrote us, we're really appreciating
Anybody
that.
Reach out and comment or give you feedback from other bands, maybe bands that you already were aware of and that you listened to?
Well, there's a story, I think, that our guitarist Philip actually talked with Sabian from Alpha Wolf.
No way.
Yeah, because once I think that they once DM'd about the string gouge or something like that, and when we released this stuff, our EP is actually mixed by the same dude who's mixing Alpha Wolf.
Wow. Okay.
And we got the info that they were actually listening to our stuff in the studio when he was mixing it. So that's kind of great. Sabian even commented something like, emoji or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So Senpai noticed us. Basically that.
That's wicked. To get good feedback, but then if it's coming from somebody that you actually really like listening to and you think is really good at what they do, that must be quite
hype as fuck.
Yeah, mate, that's absolutely sick. So who's on your Spotify playlist? Who and I don't necessarily mean like the bigger bands, like the more mainstream, but who's not necessarily new, but who's maybe flying under the radar that you personally really like?
Well, personally, I think my favorite band like at the time is Live Conform Dime, or maybe they're called Conform. I have no fucking idea. They've got like
Australian band.
They're also they're even more new metallish than us. They've got some rapish parts and they're tuned loud as fuck. And I just their song Luxury Letdown is like one of my favorites.
Dropout Kings.
The ultimate scared is payment.
And my bandmates fucking hate me for playing this song all the time.
they're wicked. I love them. Australia's mad.
Yeah, and they're also not that known, I think.
What are your views on ghosts?
On ghosts?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm very, very skeptical about this topic.
Oh, okay, right.
So yeah, actually my mom and my girlfriend are completely opposite to it. So I like argued with them like on this topic so many times. And they're like telling me the stories. My mom tells me a story from her childhood or stuff like that, and I'm just like giving them a silly look and just trying to stop the conversation from going because I'm already tired after a few seconds. So
are you more logical then? Are you more like there
yeah? I'm full on logic and
are you the same with aliens, UFOs?
And I'm not saying like there's no aliens, because I think that's something that we can always debate. Especially that I'm a biologist from my so there's always something we can argue about the overall topic of aliens, but if it comes to actually any signs of them on Earth, I'm always like, dude, stop. Just give me a break.
So ghosts are a no-no, but UFOs are a maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What were like some of your favorite TV shows when you were growing up?
Holy fuck. I actually really loved to watch the Transformers anime. And I have no idea what kind of it was when I was younger, but I remember it was playing actually quite late, and I remember my family recording it on a VHS VHSs, and then I was just watching it like next day morning, and I have no idea which series it was or something, but I've gotten a great memory from that. I remember watching some Cartoon Network, but like nothing more. And then there are a few nice Polish animation series, so maybe something like that.
You got any names, and then I'll see if I can find a clip on YouTube.
Oh, holy fuck. I remember Miś Uszatek was kinda great, but you're probably not gonna
send me. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, it was basically a teddy bear story, but but it's a name for a teddy bear. But it's when I was actually a kid. But if it comes to stuff like that, I was and I am a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
but one of the oldest ones.
Okay.
Older ones, and I've got it in a Polish dubbing, and it's fucking lovely. I love the Polish version. I think I remember there was like one scary scene in this movie, and I even thought to, yeah, there's one hella fucking scary scene, like with the elephants and shit.
When your eyes, you'll see them multiply. Fly. They're extraordinary, so better be wary, because they come in every shape.
I think if it comes to television, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I was
Okay.
just totally psyched about this, about those movies, and I remember I probably watched them like 50 plus times, and I used to watch it like every month, the same fucking movie. Yeah, I'm kind of a gamer, by the way.
Yeah.
I was a PS3 guy.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but at first I played the PC a lot. So I started
Okay.
at PC, and I got like a PS4 later on. So I used to play like remember one of my first games that I was really nerd about was probably a Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It was just flying the X-wing and shooting
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
And I remember I used to play it with my family, like one father on a keyboard and me with a mouse pad or something like that. It was stupid as fuck, but great times.
So the scenario is you've just had a shit, right? Now it's time to wipe. Do you sit or do you stand?
I must say, usually both. What about that? But okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it like professionals.
Yeah, man. I need to know the science behind it.
Well, of course, first of all, it depends on this shit. But sometimes afterwards, you're gonna stand and finish the work. You're still quiet in the ridge when you're standing. So
merch as well, because obviously you've got the sick. Have you still got stuff in stock?
Yeah, we still got a few teas probably right there.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
in the corner. I'm grateful that I'm here with you. So thanks for getting me on the interview, and for everyone's listening. I recommend to listen to more of your interviews. Maybe you're gonna get some more in the future. Yeah, just go give this man a follow. And if you don't know our music, just write Violent Answer. We're on all streaming platforms, Spotify, YouTube. Just listen to it. And afterwards, do what you want. You can get our merch. You can leave us and follow. And if you leave us and comment, we'll read it. Maybe if you've got a question, we'll respond to it. We're always grateful for such a ways of communication. And if we can't actually meet with you right now on a live show, so leaving a comment is something really, really big for us. And that's all. Just listen to our stuff, listen to Danny's interviews, and give him a follow.